This is why Zheng Daxian makes big money. He wants to find fault with you but can't, so he has to resort to dirty tricks. What we need to do is strike with a surprise move where he least expects it. I quietly listened to Su Wan's analysis. It gradually cleared my confused thoughts, so I asked what this surprise move was. Su Wan answered word by word. The airport is the Anning International Airport project itself, which is under construction. I was stunned by her words. She continued, "What is the future core competitiveness of your hotel? It's its unique geographical location. It's its zero distance from the airport, so from now on, you can't just focus on this small piece of land in Anning Town. Even more, you can't keep staring at a clown like Zheng Daxian. You have to elevate your vision to the same level as the airport project. You need to find a way to make the airport project team see you as one of their own." Su Wan's words were like a lightning bolt that instantly split the fog before my eyes. I finally understood. The reason Zheng Daxian could bully me without restraint. It is precisely because in his eyes, I am just a powerless individual. But if I can tie myself to that behemoth, the airport, and make a fortune, then anyone who wants to move against me will have to think twice. But the question is how to tie myself to it? I said, somewhat troubled. The airport project is a key project at both the provincial and municipal levels. The people in charge are all high-ranking. I simply can't get in touch with them. Su Wan laughed upon hearing this. Who said you have to contact the big bosses directly? Aching, have you forgotten what your advantage is? I asked in confusion. My advantage? Su Wan immediately explained. Your construction site is now the only place in the entire Anning Town, aside from the airport construction site, where a large number of workers gather. How many workers are there at the airport site? Surely there are several thousand, right? What about their meals? What about their accommodation? What about their daily expenses? As far as I know, to meet the construction deadline, they enforced a closed management system. The workers' lives were actually quite dull and very inconvenient while you were right next to them. I understood immediately after hearing that and quickly asked, "You mean I should do business with them?" Su Wan's voice carried a hint of excitement. It's not just about doing business. This is your best chance to break into the airport project. You can use your current construction site to set up a small temporary living service area, a small convenience store, a food stall, an open-air cinema. The investment won't be big, but it will immediately solve the urgent needs of the airport workers. What you're providing isn't goods. It's convenience. It's care. When these thousands of workers all remember your kindness, what do you think the airport construction leaders will think of you? They'll see you as a visionary, a responsible partner, someone who can help stabilize their rear and eliminate their worries. By then, your hotel won't just be a lonely building, but a supporting service center for the airport project. To make big money, would he dare come after you? Would he dare oppose the entire airport project? After hearing this, I gripped the phone, trembling with excitement, unable to speak for a long time. "Su Wan, you're a genius," Su Wan said with a smile. "I'm not a genius. You inspired me. Someone who can think of building a hotel next to the airport can't be a fool themselves." Su Wan then added a reminder. "You need to do this quickly, before Zheng Daxian makes his next move. Deploy our surprise strategy." I quickly asked what I needed to do. Su Wan suggested go find Uncle Zhao. He has workers under him and technical skills to put up a temporary shelter. Open a food stall. It's a piece of cake for him. For the supply, you can directly contact the wholesale market in the city. I'll give you a few phone numbers. They're all my clients. Reliable. The most important thing is fair pricing. Things must be clean and hygienic. What we want is not huge profits. It's people's hearts. After hanging up the phone, I felt every cell in my body was activated. The previous fatigue and confusion were swept away, replaced by unprecedented fighting spirit and hope. I found Uncle Zhao that very night, told him my idea. After listening, Uncle Zhao slapped his thigh and praised. "This is a great idea. I've long felt sorry for those brothers at the airport, eating in the cafeteria every day. Their mouths are almost flavorless. Let's set up a food stall. Get some beer and skewers. They'll be thrilled." Uncle Zhao patted his chest and promised, "Aching, you can rest assured. Leave this to me. Tomorrow I'll bring people to level the site for you. Guaranteed to open within 3 days." Sure enough, the town mayor's execution exceeded my expectations. 3 days later, a huge, crude food court built with steel pipes and color steel tiles began to take shape. I gave it a name, called Gas Station. It's both to refuel the workers and to refuel myself. At the same time, Zheng Daxian's people had been secretly watching, seeing that we weren't building a hotel, but instead putting up sheds. They were all confused. Soon, on the opening day of the gas station food stall, I held a small ceremony. I wrote a few big characters on red paper, pasted them at the entrance. First 3 days of opening. All dishes and drinks half price. I also had Uncle Zhao send a few workers. go to the entrance of the airport construction site to hand out flyers. In the evening, the sky wasn't fully dark yet. The end-of-shift bell rang at the airport construction site. Hundreds of workers poured out of the gate like a tide. Most of them were covered in dust, with tired faces, when they saw our brightly lit place, and smelled the aroma of grilled meat and stir-fry drifting in the air. They all froze. Someone asked curiously, "What place is that? Why is it so lively? Looks like a place to eat, called something like gas station." Someone suggested, "Let's go over and take a look." The first customer was a young guy who looked very young, with a naive look on his face. "Boss, is it really half price here?" I replied with a smile. "Really?" He ordered, "Then give me a bowl of twice-cooked pork over rice, with 2 extra eggs." "Coming right up." I cooked it myself. In the fastest time, I brought a steaming hot, heaping bowl of rice topped with generous portions to him. The young guy stared at the mountain of twice-cooked pork. His eyes went wide. Soon, the second and third customers also arrived. Half an hour later, the whole gas station was packed with people. They gathered in small groups, ordering a few plates of side dishes, several cases of beer. The emotions that had been suppressed all day at the construction site were fully unleashed under the catalyst of alcohol and good food. The originally empty and dead night was completely ignited by this vibrant, lively noise. Uncle Zhao and his workers were also at one of the tables, drinking until their faces were flushed red. The first step of my plan was a success. Over the next few days, the gas station's business got hotter and hotter. Explosive, the wildly popular gas station became the workers' only solace and paradise. In their monotonous life at the construction site, the workers who were eating saw this and frowned. Clearly they could tell these guys were here to cause trouble. So I came out from the back kitchen, untied my apron, calmly asked what a few of you would like to eat. Zhang Chong looked me up and down. His eyes were full of aggression. "So you're the boss. We're not here to eat. We're here to collect protection money." He held up 5 fingers and said, "If you want to do business in Anningtown, you have to follow our rules. This much every month." But before I could say anything, a burly man from the next table suddenly stood up. This man was a contractor at the airport construction site. His surname was Zhang. He came to my place to eat almost every day. Contractor Zhang then asked in a gruff voice, "Who are you guys?" The workers eating nearby frowned at the sight. Clearly they could tell these men were here to cause trouble. So I walked out of the kitchen, untied my apron, calmly asked what a few of you would like to eat. Zhang Chong looked me up and down. His eyes were full of aggression. "So you're the boss. We're not here to eat. We're here to collect protection money." He held up 5 fingers and said, "If you want to do business in Anningtown, you have to follow our rules. This much every month." But before I could say anything, a burly man from the next table suddenly stood up. This man was a contractor at the airport construction site. His surname was Zhang. He came to my place to eat almost every day. Contractor Zhang then asked in a gruff voice, "Who are you guys? Coming here to act wild?" Zhang Chong glanced at him sideways with disdain. "And who do you think you are? An adult's business. Kids shouldn't interrupt. Otherwise I'll deal with you too." Contractor Zhang laughed after hearing that. He didn't say anything else. Instead, he picked up an empty beer bottle from the table and gave it a gentle squeeze. With a crisp crack, the glass bottle shattered into countless pieces in his hand. Seeing this, the smiles on Zhang Chong and his lackeys' faces froze. Then, from all directions stood up dozens of equally sturdy workers. Some of them were holding beer bottles in their hands, while others grabbed stools. They didn't utter a single word, and silently surrounded Zhang Chong and his men. These workers came from all corners of the country, and had spent years toiling on construction sites. Though they weren't highly educated, they possessed the simplest kind of brotherhood code. Because I had provided them with affordable, tasty meals, they were naturally willing to stand up for me. Zhang Chong and his crew usually only bullied the honest folks in town, so they had never seen anything like this. Thus, Zhang Chong blustered with false bravado. "What do you think you're doing? Let me tell you, my uncle is Zhang Daxian." Foreman Zhang spat disdainfully, then said, "Zhang Daxian is your uncle? Then who's your father? The Jade Emperor? Get the hell out of here, before we make you." Zhang Chong tried to throw out a few more threats, but seeing the crowd growing around him, he completely lost his nerve, so he and his lackeys scrammed, stumbling over themselves, yelling, "Let's get out of here." The crowd burst into laughter. I watched Zhang Chong and his men scurry away, then looked at the workers who had spontaneously defended me. A wave of warmth surged through my heart, so I walked over and bowed deeply to Foreman Zhang. "Brother Zhang, and all you masters, thank you for today." Foreman Zhang waved his hand generously and said, "No need to thank us. We just can't stand those bastards like you, Boss Fu. From now on, this place of yours is under our protection. Anyone who dares come looking for trouble with you is picking a fight with our thousands of brothers." As soon as he said that, Everyone around cheered in agreement. Right, picking a fight with our thousands of brothers. At that moment, I stood in the center of the crowd, looking at those honest, sincere faces, and felt an indescribable sense of gratitude. And in the distance, Zhang Daqian watched as his own nephew was shooed away in disgrace, shaking with rage. Only then did he realize things had gradually slipped beyond his control. And me, an orphan he had never taken seriously, had already grown wings stronger than he ever imagined. At the same time, not far away, the main structure of my 4-story building was complete, awaiting exterior decoration. Truth be told, I had already decided on its name, Cloud Hotel. I made a silent vow that everyone who looked down on me would have no choice but to look up at my existence from the ground. After Zhang Chong and his men slunk away in humiliation, the atmosphere at the gas station reached an unprecedented peak. Foreman Zhang slapped a stack of cash on the table. "Boss Fu, if you look down on us roughnecks, then take this money back. We're helping you, not because we want to take advantage of you. We think it's admirable that a young man like you dares to stand up to those people. We respect you as a person." In the end, I couldn't talk them out of it, so I had to take the money. But I knew in my heart, what I had gained was far more valuable than that cash. What I truly gained was people's trust. Word quickly reached the ears of the airport project headquarters. At first, they were nervous. Thousands of workers gathered at an uncontrolled private site. Seemed like a huge safety risk in their eyes. It was said the headquarters held an emergency meeting that night. Someone proposed shutting down my hotel outright and forcing all the workers back into the sealed construction site. That proposal was immediately met with fierce opposition from the construction contractor. If we lock them up by force, it will only make the conflict and pressure pile up. Sooner or later, something big will happen. After a long debate, a compromise was put forward. Instead of treating it as a threat, why not turn it into a controllable partner? Soon, a SUV bearing the plates of the Anning Airport construction headquarters pulled up at the entrance of my worksite. A man in his 30s got out and walked straight toward me. His tone was polite as he asked, "Are you Boss Fu Qing?" I looked at him cautiously and replied, "I am." He extended his hand to introduce himself. "Hello, my name is Qin Shou. I'm the Deputy Director of the Logistics Support Department for the airport project. Can I have a word with you?" I hesitated for a moment, but in the end, I sat down with him at an empty table in the gas station. I poured him a cup of herbal tea and asked Director Qin, "What brings you here?" Qin Shou smiled. His smile was gentle as he said, "Boss Fu, don't be nervous. I'm not here to cause trouble today. I'm here to discuss a business deal with you." I was stunned by his words and asked back, "A deal?" Qin Shou adjusted his glasses and answered directly, "Yes, our headquarters, after careful consideration, unanimously agreed that your gas station has made a very positive contribution to the steady progress of our airport project. We are very grateful to you for providing the workers with such a great place to relax." Hearing this, I was caught off guard. I had originally thought they would come to cause trouble sooner or later. Then Qin Shou took a document from his briefcase and said, "We'd like to sign a formal cooperation agreement with you. Our headquarters will officially authorize your gas station to become the #1 living service zone for the Anning International Airport project. We will provide you with an official plaque and also give you a monthly subsidy. We have only one request." My heart started to race. Then I asked, "What request is that?" Qin Shou looked at me, his eyes full of sincerity, and said, "Ensure food safety, ensure price stability, so the workers can eat with peace of mind and enjoy their meals. Boss Fu, we know that your current pricing leaves almost no profit. We're giving you a subsidy. We hope you can keep this up for the long haul. You've helped stabilize our home front, so we can focus on building the front line." At that moment, I looked at the agreement on the table, looking at the word cooperation on it. My eyes suddenly felt a little hot. Su Wan's strategy. That clever move of winning by surprise. In the end, it was realized in a way I never expected. I not only became an ally of the airport project, I even became one of their officially recognized insiders. I answered immediately, "I agree." I picked up the pen and signed my name on the agreement. Qin Shou happily put away the agreement, said, "Boss Fu, looking forward to working with you. If there's anything we can help with in the future, or if anyone comes to harass you, you can call me anytime." After sending Qin Shou off, I immediately called Su Wan and said excitedly, "Hey Su Wan, we made it." Su Wan laughed on the other end of the line. "I knew it all along, Qin. Remember this. When you can provide value that others can't refuse, you'll become a partner everyone wants to win over, not an ant that can be trampled on at will. From now on, your battlefield has been upgraded." Sure enough, the next day, a brand new blue sign was hung in the most prominent spot of the gas station. On it were 2 lines of large characters, Designated Living Service Area for Anning International Airport Project. Supervised by the Logistics Support Department of the Anning Airport Construction Headquarters. This sign was like a general's battle flag in ancient times. As soon as it was hung up, the entire atmosphere of the gas station changed. So the workers, seeing the sign, stood even straighter. Spending money here was no longer just about eating and drinking. It was a welfare recognized by the authorities. At this point, my identity shifted from a controversial individual business owner to a legitimate red-top merchant. I could clearly feel Zhang Daqian's all-seeing eyes had eased up a lot after seeing the sign, at least for the next week. No more harassment incidents occurred. The construction site and the gas station both enjoyed a rare period of calm. But I knew this was only the calm before the storm. After all, Zhang Daqian was not the kind of man to just let things go. Sure enough, trouble arrived a week later, in a way I never expected. That morning, Old Li, the truck driver who delivered pork to me, came to me with a worried look. "Boss Fu, I'm sorry, but the meat might not make it today." My heart sank. I quickly asked what was wrong. "Master Li." Old Li lit a cigarette, took a deep drag, sighed, and said, "Don't even mention it. I went to pick up the goods early this morning and got stopped by the town's transport authority halfway. They said I was in violation and wanted to impound my truck and fine me. My truck wasn't even half its rated load capacity. I argued with them, but they said it's a 10,000 yuan fine, or they'd impound the truck for a month." Hearing that, my heart sank instantly. This was no coincidence. It was clearly Zhang Daqian's new tactic. He didn't dare to go after me directly anymore, so he started hitting my upstream supply chain. Old Li went on helplessly. "It's not just me. This morning, the trucks delivering vegetables and the ones delivering oil and grain were all stopped at different intersections. They came up with all sorts of excuses, like hygiene violations. Anyway, the trucks were impounded and fines were given. Now all the drivers who deliver to us in town are too scared to come anywhere near your place. They're all afraid." What a brilliant move, cutting off the supply at the source. You see, the hotel consumes a huge amount of ingredients every day. Once the supply chain is broken, we'd have to shut down within 2 days. By noon, the effects of the food shortage began to show. Several workers wanted to order certain dishes, but they couldn't because there was no one to cook them. Although they all expressed understanding, I could see the disappointment in their eyes. Seeing this, I grew anxious, so I immediately called Director Qin and explained the situation to him. Director Qin flew into a rage on the phone. "Outrageous. This is utter nonsense. This is sabotaging the normal operation of the airport project." He immediately agreed to go negotiate with the town government. But an hour later, he called back and said helplessly, "Fucking, I talked to them. They paid lip service beautifully, saying they would correct it right away. But they're still setting up barricades everywhere. This is local protectionism. It's their internal chain of interests. We are the headquarters. We have no direct authority over local administration. These people are just playing dirty with us. It seems counting on others is unreliable. I have to find my own way to break through." I immediately dialed Su Wan's number. "Su Wan, do me a favor. Those city wholesale market contacts you gave me earlier, are they still there?" Su Wan immediately asked. "Yes, why? What happened?" I then briefly explained Zhang Daqian's tactics and my predicament, in simple terms. After a few seconds of silence on her end, Su Wan commented, "That's ruthless. He's trying to force you into a corner. Aching, what do you plan to do?" "Sourcing from the city. That's quite a distance. The costs will be much higher. And you don't have a vehicle, you can rent one. Or buy a used one. A bit higher cost. It doesn't matter. The subsidy from Director Qin can be used for that. The most important thing is, I want control over my supply source. I don't want to be strangled by others anymore." There was approval in Su Wan's voice. I answered decisively, "What boldness. Now that's something worth doing. Leave it to me. I have a client in the used car business. I'll have him find you a sturdy, reliable small truck with the paperwork. I'll handle the money for you. I'll front it from my own pocket. Don't you worry about it. As for the wholesale market, I'll put in a good word for you. Get them to set aside the best stock and give you the best wholesale price. Aching, just remember this. Anning Town is just a small pond. Making big money makes you a big fish in a pond. But once you leave this pond, you're nothing at all. What you need to do is sink your roots into the rivers and seas beyond this pond." Su Wan's words enlightened me completely. I had been fixated on fighting him over land right here in Anning Town, but I forgot I could simply bypass him and go to a much broader platform. 2 days later, a half-used blue small truck pulled up at the entrance to my construction site. Su Wan drove it over herself and handed me the keys. "You have a driver's license, right?" I answered with confidence. "Got it back in college. But I haven't driven in a while." Su Wan reassured me. "No problem. This truck is tough. Drive it however you like." Su Wan then opened the back The cargo bed was packed full. She said with a smile, "I grabbed this first batch for you from the wholesale market on my way here. Take a look and check the goods." At that moment, looking at the truck full of fresh ingredients, and at Suwon, who had